Hey everyone, this is Isaac, and welcome to another Photoshop tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the render filters in Photoshop. Let's get started. I'm going to create a new layer on which I'm going to render the filters on. Then, by going to Filter, and selecting Render, we have 7 filters: Flame, Picture Frame, Tree, Clouds, Difference Clouds, Fibers, and Lens Flare. I'll go through each one of them and I'll show you what each one of them does. The first one is Flame. To select the Flame one, you need to create a path. Select the pen tool and make sure that it's on the path option. Then create a path that you want your flame to follow. When you're ready, go to Filter, Render, and then select Flame. And then we have the Flame Options menu. And as you can see, we have a flame rendered that follows our path. There are 6 flame types. One flame along the path, multiple flames along the path, multiple flames one direction, multiple flames path directed, multiple flames various angles, and a candlelight. And as you can see, each one of these has their own settings: the length, width, angle, and interval. Some options are unavailable for some flames. If you want a custom color for your flames, check this box. And here, you can choose the color that you want. And here, you can select the advanced settings, like how turbulent you want the flame to be, how jaggy you want it to be, the opacity of the flame, the flame line's complexity. This is basically just the detail you want in your flame. The flame button alignment, the flame style. We have the normal flame style, the violent flame style, and the flat flame style. We have the flame shape, which is the parallel to the center, spread, oval, and pointing. You can also randomize the shape. When you're happy with how your flame looks, you can press OK, and it will render in your selected layer. The next render we have is the picture frame, which, as the title suggests, creates a picture frame. You have 47 presets, and this is just how some of them look. You can choose the color of your frames, the margin, the size, and the arrangement. And as you can see, you have the flower options. That is because some of the presets you have are plants, like the bush preset, and flowers, like the romance one. And then you can select the colors and which flowers you want them to be. Even choose the size of the flowers. And again, you have advanced options, where you can select the thickness, angle, and fade. Depending on the frame you choose, you can also choose the number of lines. When you're happy with how your frame looks, press OK and it will render in your selected layer. The next render filter we have is the tree one, which, as the title suggests, lets you create a tree in Photoshop. You have over 34 tree presets. I'm going to choose the O tree one. And here we can adjust the light direction, the amount of leaves, the size of the leaves, the height of the branches, and the thickness of the branches. You can also change the leaves if you untick this box. Here you can select any leaves you want. And by ticking this box, you can randomize the shape. And the last option you have is arrangement. In advanced settings, you can adjust the camera tilt. You can use a custom color for the leaves, and even a custom color for the branches. Here you have another 4 options: flat shading on the leaves, enhanced contrast on the leaves, flat shading on the branches, and a leaves rotation clock. Once you're happy with how your tree looks, press OK. The next render we have is Clouds, which creates this cloud texture on your selected layer. You have no control over how this will look. This just creates it without asking any questions. What you can use this for is by selecting the layer and choosing the blending modes to multiply. You can create a cloud effect over all the bottom layers. The next one we have is Difference Clouds. Now for this, you need to have an area that you want to create the clouds on. So what I'm going to do is draw an area, and by going to Filter, Render, and go to Difference Clouds, that area is going to become a cloud just like this. The next render we have is the Fibers one, which creates this fiber texture, and you can choose the variance and the strength of it. This is also good for texturing. If I want to put this texture on my knife, what I'm going to do is drag this new texture over the knife, create a clipping mask, and put the blending mode as multiply. Then I'm going to grab the eraser tool and just delete the parts where I don't want the texture to be. Here we have it, a cool fiber texture. And the last render we have is the lens flare, which as the title suggests, creates a lens flare. Now, I have a whole video dedicated to lens flares, so if you want to learn more about them, check out the video in my channel. And that's it for this video. If you found this video useful, subscribe for more tutorials like this one. Check the description below for the links of all my socials, and if you have any questions or future video requests, leave them down in the comments below.